Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. For my very first book review, I thought it was only fitting to talk about my favorite romance novel, The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. It's also getting a movie adaptation soon, so there really isn't a better time to pick it up if you haven't already. If you're looking for a romance that's funny, heartfelt, and packed with chemistry, this is one I definitely recommend. It combines fake dating, slow burn romance, academia, and some genuinely sweet moments into a story that's incredibly easy to get invested in. The story follows Olive Smith, a PhD candidate who's trying to convince her best friend Anne that she's moved on from someone she briefly dated. In a moment of complete panic, Olive kisses the first man she sees in the biology department hallway. Unfortunately for her, that man turns out to be Adam Carlson. Adam has a reputation around campus for being intimidating, brilliant, and almost impossible to please. He's the professor everyone is afraid of, so Olive assumes she's just made the biggest mistake of her life. Instead, Adam surprises her by agreeing to continue pretending they're in a relationship. What starts as a fake dating arrangement slowly develops into something much more genuine, and that's where the story really shines. One of my favorite things about this book is how believable the romance feels. It doesn't happen overnight. Instead, you get to watch Olive and Adam gradually learn more about each other, building trust through small conversations, quiet moments, and thoughtful gestures. Their relationship develops naturally, making every romantic moment feel earned. Adam especially became one of my favorite romance heroes. On the surface, he's cold, quiet, and difficult to read, but underneath that intimidating exterior, he's incredibly supportive and caring. I really enjoyed watching Olive slowly discover that side of him, even if everyone else on campus only sees the scary professor. Another reason I love this book is the academic setting. Most romances don't spend much time exploring university research, but here it feels like an important part of the story rather than just a backdrop. We get to see lab life, research deadlines, conferences, supervisor relationships, funding pressures, and the friendships that develop between lab mates. As someone who enjoys stories set in unique environments, I found all of that fascinating. It gave the romance its own identity and made the world feel authentic. Olive herself is probably my favorite female main character that Ali Hazelwood has written. I know one criticism people often have of Ali's books is that some of her heroines can feel quite similar. While I understand where that opinion comes from, Olive was the character I connected with the most. She's intelligent, but often overthinks everything. She's awkward in a very relatable way, and despite her insecurities, she genuinely wants the best for the people around her. Watching her slowly gain confidence throughout the novel made her easy to root for. That isn't to say the book is perfect, though. The humor was a little hit or miss for me. Most of it landed well, but there were a few jokes that just didn't quite work. Without giving away any spoilers, there's an ongoing joke involving burgers that never really clicked with me. It wasn't enough to take away from the overall experience, but it did stand out because the rest of the dialogue is usually so sharp and witty. I also think your enjoyment of this book will depend on how much you like slow burn romance. If you're looking for constant drama or lots of action, this probably isn't the right book. The story takes its time, focusing on character development and emotional tension rather than big plot twists. Personally, that's exactly why I loved it. The chemistry between Olive and Adam is fantastic, the emotional payoff feels satisfying, and the fake dating trope is done incredibly well. Every chapter made me want to keep reading just to see how their relationship would evolve. Overall, The Love Hypothesis remains one of my favorite romance novels, and it's the book that introduced me to Ali Hazelwood's writing. While I've enjoyed some of her other books, this one is still my favorite by quite a margin. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give The Love Hypothesis a solid 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's charming, funny, romantic, and perfect for anyone who enjoys fake dating, grumpy sunshine dynamics, slow burn romance, or stories set in academia. With the movie adaptation on the way, I'm really excited to see how they bring Olive and Adam to life on screen. If you've already read The Love Hypothesis, let me know what you thought in the comments. Did you love it as much as I did, or was there something that didn't quite work for you? Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more book reviews. I'll see you in the next one.